I was in the gym one day and I saw a sign that said free golf lessons with Marty. I said, why not? I was just starting to learn how to golf and decided to check it out, and it's been amazing ever since.
So over the summer, I had the great opportunity to learn how to golf from Marty, and I think he was a really patient teacher, and I had a really positive experience. He was very encouraging and really demonstrated how I'm supposed to hold the club and everything. I had such a great experience that I decided to, why not take the opportunity and allow some of my students that I'm working with who are also visually impaired in Los Angeles to try this experience. So Marty lent some equipment, and I took the equipment down, and a lot of my students tried, and they really loved it. It was one of their first times they played golf, and they really enjoyed the experience, especially when they were able to hit and score a hole. So, for me to really grasp the position or the concept, you have to literally show me, position me, or let me feel how your hand is positioned. And Marty was able to really be patient and explain that in depth for me to have a more positive experience.
I miniature golfed a little bit when I was younger, and I didn't really know or do much with normal golf stuff. And it was fun to learn with learn about golf stuff from Marty.
Hi, my name is Yaya Zhang. I am a first-year student at the Haas School of Business, and I started golfing with Marty last semester in the fall. And for me, this has been a great experience because Marty is super patient, he's a great teacher, and mostly he adapts his teaching style to everyone that he works with. So it's been a really great experience working with him. And I think that the best part is that when we spend time golfing together, one of the great things is that when he teaches you a specific skill or technique and you practice that yourself, you can actually see a ton of improvement. And so he's been one of the best golf instructors that I've worked with prior to coming to Cal. I had only had experience having a few golf lessons for work-related events, and so I never really picked it up. But I think that this is something that I've now developed a more lifelong interest in, and a lot of that is because of Marty and what a great teacher he's been.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I've been learning golf from Marty for the past 4 months now. It's quite an eye-opening experience for me because coming from Singapore as an international student, I've never really interacted with people with disability. A really good experience that you actually realize that people with disability shouldn't be institutionalized, and they could actually really teach you something, and there's very much to learn from them as well. I hope that in Singapore we could have such a program like that where people who could actually interact with people with disability, and that one day it is no longer queer to be disabled. It will actually be a norm instead, and everyone could actually live in a world where disabled people just require a bit more help from those who are able-bodied to be able to be integrated into society.
In med school, there are a lot of male students who would send out emails about a golf course nearby, and they'd ask people if you want to go, but I noticed hardly any of the female students or colleagues would reply, so I was like, I'm kind of curious about golf now that I have time. And slowly Marty took me under his wings and coached me into just even knowing what the terms were, or what a golf swing looked like and should look like. of approaching patients in the future who might have cerebral palsy, it's also an inspiration to say, look, your disability is not a limitation. It's more how you think about it. So it's much like golf. A lot of it's more the mental game than the physical game.